Hey folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man at your exceptionally sweaty services. How are you? Well, we're doing very, very well. Now, today has been a very sad and somber day because we got the news this morning that the great Sam Neill, the actor, the legend that is Sam Neill, dead calm, Jurassic Park, Maiden, The Hunt for Red October, Riley Ace of Spies, Event Horizon, In the Mouth of Madness, had died. Age 78. Now, I woke up to that news and did a huge video, well not a huge video, but a big tribute to him, as I would always do. He's one of my favourite actors and it absolutely shell-shocked me. I'm still quite emotional about it, if I'm honest with you, because I'd spent the last, week or so building up for a huge deep dive video on In the Mouth of Madness, and it's kind of lucky that I didn't do it before this news broke, because that video would then feel wrong. Now, it'd be very upbeat, it'd be very optimistic, and like Sam Neill, having got over cancer, was going to come back with a lot more acting, a lot more shows and movies were in the works, and now we know that's not going to be. So the video for that will be a bit more poignant, and it will spark, as I'd intended. I said in the previous video, the tribute video to him, that it was meant to be a spark to instigate a season of Sam Neill movie reviews, and also John Carpenter movie reviews, which I haven't covered before. So anyway, a bit bittersweet today. But right, come on, upbeat now, and run to the hills. Run for your life. Yeah, Iron Maiden is going to play a part in this. I know for a fact, because this unboxing, this transatlantic treasure trove from, you know, you love him, from across the seas, the Alabama Slammer, Halloween Rock H-Rock, and he does rock, sent this birthday box of bounty and booty. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A big bum came out of it, like a bountiful bum came out for my birthday, which was the 12th of June. Now, you may notice the date of this video, which is the 13th of July. Yeah, it got to the UK in time, and then the UK did a load of mystical, horrible, occult witchcraft and kept it behind customs, UK customs. Oh, they pounced on it, they did. And then a huge customs charge got slapped on me to go and pick it up, and then you couldn't pay it. And I did a video on the Odyssey this box has undergone. Homer and Odysseus was a walk in the park. This thing and our dilemma, not only for us but for H-Rock as well, who was tearing his nails out, you know, because he's put a lot of effort into this. I know that he's travelled from Alabama to Florida and probably elsewhere, going to flea markets and second-hand stores and comic book shops and, you know, all this kind of stuff, trying to find things which he thinks will ignite the Kilt-Man's birthday. But it missed the birthday through no fault of H-Rock, no fault of ours either. Blame UK Customs and Parcel Force, blame them entirely. But at least what it's done, it's allowed us to carry on the Kilted birthday. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna now open the box. Why am I playing Iron Maiden? Why is Kentucky Fudge, my own Eddie effigy, why is he wearing an Iron Maiden cap? Because when I took off all the stuff, this box had enormous amounts of labels and shipping documents, customs documents, all there and everywhere. Oh my god. And it had sellotaped magnificently to this surface was this jiffy bag, and inside that jiffy bag is a letter. I haven't opened it yet, I haven't read the letter yet, and it's facing that way down because on the other side is my address. So anyway, so I've hacked all that off now, and we will now make our first incisions. But anyway, when I took all that stuff off, what did I find? Yeah, the TTT Transatlantic Treasure Trove. What number is it? Is it the 6th Treasure Trove. The 6th yeah, treasure trove. But who do we see? Eddie as the trooper. Yeah, the trooper from the Crimean War, from the Siege of Sebastopol, 1854, and the infamously ill-fated charge of the Light Brigade. Iron Maiden, one of their most famous songs is The Trooper. And he already told me, I already knew there was something Iron Maiden to do with what's in this box. That came out in a really mangled description, didn't it? There's something to do with Iron Maiden in here. I know. He's told me there's VHS tapes, vintage stuff. There's a laser disc. Wow. There's something that I apparently fell in love with in 1980, and that one's got me really perplexed. I can't think what that might be. I'm thinking like a woman. I've loved women since the year dot, and I will always do so. But 1980, because the first time I was like, oh, I got the dates all mixed up. I thought Elizabeth Sladen, who played Sarah Jane Smith in Doctor Who for Tom Baker and for John Pertwee as well, thinking about it. And she was my first ever crush. And then Caroline Munro, who was a huge, and still is a crush. And look at these little rat's tail things hanging down. I can't wear the hair down because it's making the back of my neck and my shoulders sweat so much. The heat wave is relentless, folks, relentless. People are dying. Apparently, no, I'm going to get this wrong now, but I might even underestimate this. There was a news report this morning that said, and I was already reeling in shock from the death of Sam Neill, that they said that I think 4,700 deaths related to heat so far this year in the UK. What? There was a massive fire. Oh, current affairs with KILT-MAN. Massive fire in, was it Bangkok, or was it? Yeah, it was Bangkok, I think. A nightclub went ablaze. They blocked all the fire exits with crates of beer. Oops a daisy. Stuff, electrical faults in the air conditioning. How ironic is that? The air conditioning set fire to the entire establishment. I think it's killed 27 people. And there's footage of them legging out of there and shooting jets of flame. Wow, it's just unbelievable how anyone got out of there alive. So that wasn't to do with the intense heat wave, but it's heat and flame and combustibility. Shut up, Kilty, and open the goddamn box. Right, do we stay with Iron Maiden? We know Iron Maiden's going to be in here, or do we do something else? I'm very aware that playing this might cause some kind of problem, so we'll get on to High Noon. Listen to this. This is Dwayne Eddy's interpretation of Dimitri Tiomkin's main theme for High Noon, Gary Cooper. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is so fucking gorgeous. And I think there's two other iterations of it to follow. Oh. Right. I'm going in. The skiing do is at the ready. Now, instructions for this were have a drink, have a bevy. We've got no bevies in the house. H-Rock, I do apologise. We are lax in that department these days. But worry you not. I've had 2 bottles of salt and 3 large whiskies just before coming back to do this. So, I'm in the zone. Right. We mix our incisions, and I know in the past what he's done, and he hasn't deviated this time, as he's told me. The things are all individually wrapped, and there are written clues, little post-it notes will be clues, usually in the form of like quotes from a movie, and I've got to try and work out what they are. And he's definitely thrown me a few curveballs. What do I always say? Come on, say it with me. Never drag a knife towards yourself. Yeah, but I'm KILT-MAN. I'm a professional. I've been stabbed numerous times. Just to slow me down. Swivel it round, swivel it round. This is the final. Yeah, there we go. I expect enormous amounts of bubble wrap, and what the hell have we got here? How's this been done? What you can't see is lots of wrapping paper and bubble wrap, and that yellow thing sliding around is clearly a birthday card. Oh, Jesus! Just drop the on it, and a piece of cardboard. Oh, that's a covering piece. Do we open this? Rock? Did we open this? Oh, well, it pretty much opened itself. Free beer and a bed of prey. It actually says on the back American greetings, because they're different, they're special. Oh, by the way, there's nothing behind me here. You may have noticed, because I'm learning from this now. I always set things up in the background, but I'm gonna get new things, so I may as well leave some space and put them up. Hey, see what I did there? So I've opened this this birthday card of free beer. I can't find any free beer anywhere. Now that I have your undivided attention, free beer, happy birthday. I got you this giant beer can card because I couldn't find a giant whiskey bottle card. Anyways, another year gone by. Time keeps on slipping into the future, while we all just keep on getting sipping while watching and waiting for you to get back from the boozer. I see what you're doing there. Lol. Thanks so much for shaving yourself. Thanks so much for sharing yourself with all of us in the Kilty club. Shaving yourself. You're a shining light. Did I say that right? Yeah. You're a blinding shite in a dismal world. All the best to you, Halloween Rock. I didn't make any of that up. You wrote that there. Yeah. Cheers, mate. No. Cheers. And it's great that the birthday, actually, despite all the hang-ups and the messing around, I'll put the link to the video about the travails and tribulations of this Odyssean box in the description below. But yeah, we get there in the end. That's what I said to him. It's going to happen at some point. It's going to get there, and it was down to Mrs. Kilt-MAN that we got the box in the end. I'm looking around for a drink, and I'm parched as hell. It's just water, folks. There's no alcohol in the house. It's a fantastic theme. So, we will now, the first bit of bubbly wrappers, and our first item, that's either an album or it's the laser disc he mentioned, because he told me the sort of items that are in here, but not what they were. The quote is, you can see that, I know what it is already. There are no enemies in science, only phenomena to be studied. They are words spoken by Robert Cornthwaite, playing the Doctor in the Arctic as opposed to Antarctic post in The Thing from Another World. What's his name in it? Oh God, can't remember. Doesn't matter. I've got his real name right. That's The Thing from Another World. Kenneth Tobey, as Captain Hendry, the US Air Force. I've just the first peeling, and look what it is. So is this the laser disc of The Thing from the World? This is a collector's item, this. Yeah, I've got the colorized version, I've got every version known to man of this movie, but I do not have this. Oh my God. From Image Entertainment, the Supremos of laser discs. Collector's edition, Turner Home Entertainment, Howard Hawks production, The Thing from the World. Everyone loves vinyl because of this gatefold element. Oh, there he is, James Arness. That's the intellectual carrot. The mind boggles. He was a big Western star as well. Oh, look at this. What a thing of, of beauty. Margaret Sheridan with those immensely pneumatic breasticles. Oh my God. She's adorable, genuinely adorable. Oh, I can't open it. Oh, look. There's the big laser disc. Who remembers these? Who still has them? Who can still play them? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Who Goes There? By Jeff Schwager. So it's a big sort of essay on the movie. Oh, I'm gonna look forward to reading that. Now, these had extra features too. You know, like DVDs, which would take over from these, and then obviously Blu-ray and now 4K, and oh, you've got other things on the horizon. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful package as well. So I don't want to ping this out. I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to see if there's an image behind there. There isn't. So what's actually on this then? The film. Oh, okay, right. Right. Full-length original theatrical version. Original theatrical trailer. Posters and lobby cards. Production photos. Press book materials. Complete text of John W. Campbell's original short story Who Goes There. So that will not be the supposedly found in the last 10 years. Frozen Hell, which was the extended original version that John W. Campbell wrote, which I've read it and I prefer the original release version. It just trims out a little waffle and stuff which you don't need, doesn't add to the story at all. But completists must have it, and I get that. That's why I got it, you know. Exclusive gatefold essay on the making of the film, which I've just shown you. Oh, that's a beauty. There is a Thing from the World canvas from our great friend Steve Douglas Evans Smith. It's just there. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fall over the box. That's what I'm going to do. For now, we're going to put that there. Oop. That is fantastic. Oh, you know, I made a mistake. I'm wearing a grey vest. Never wear grey when it's hot, because grey shows up all your wet patches and all that, like. Bubbly wrap. Where's the cat when you need it? Folks will remember Roxy, the wonder dog. Roxy, the husky, used to love all the unboxings. She'd get involved in it all. The reason why the cat isn't doing it right now is because it's like 32 degrees. Okay. Oh. Right, now. Okay. This says a letter to read after you unwrap this gift. The big smiley face. Smiley face? Smiley face? Is it the howling? That's a framed picture. I know we probably should move on to different bits of music, but I'm loving this at the moment. This is such a beautiful piece of music. It's a great song. Tex Ritter and Frankie Lane, I think, everyone's done versions of this song. There's even female singers sung versions of it. How dare they? So I'm going to read that after I've opened this. Oh, once you open it, it's still wrapped up as well. After you unwrap it, after. Well, okay, looks like you guys are going to see it before I am. And it's probably going to be upside down, knowing my luck. Oh, no. H, you don't have. Preserve the mystery, don't you, for as long as you possibly can. United States Postal Services. No, they did their job. UK Parcel Force, which is part of the post office, didn't. Oh. Happy birthday, Kilt-Man. Adrienne Barbeau. Did she? Look. It's Stevie, Antonio Bay. I know. Case. Oh God, I've got the mug as well, like with all the radio Antonio Bay. Oh, I'm blown away, mate. Adrienne Barbeau is an absolute. Oh, that's the thing I fell in love with in 1980. 79, 80, The Fog. Without a doubt. The most beautiful bone structure, her face, she's adorable. Great hair as well, and as I say, did I mention those two things as well? Absolutely gorgeous. Once married to John Carpenter. I'd have married him myself, to be honest. But there she is. Now, I'm loving this too much to turn it off, but I think we've got to find Stevie Wayne. Oh God, you know what I'm looking for, don't you? I can't find it. Hang on. Oh, sometimes they put John Carpenter stuff under John Carpenter's. So let's just see. Yeah, lo and behold, John Carpenter's The Fog. This is the Alan Howarth revamped version. I've got the original versions as well. But there she is. The less than silent sentinel of Antonio Bay in that lonely lighthouse radio station. And she warns, the seagrass. There's a fog bank out there, and then you got a George Buckflower. She's crazy. There's no fog bank out there. He looks again, and that big bubbling luminous fog comes over the air, the seaborne horizon. Hey, there's a fog bank out there. I'd love to meet her. She's got a sexy voice. I've seen her. You would want to meet her. Yeah, you would. So I've got a. I don't know if he's told me in the past that he's met her, or he's done this himself. Let me keep the dream alive that Adrienne Barbeau, who I've had the chance of meeting, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it because of my absolute hatred of queuing up and getting, for stars that you know and love. So I've literally 30, maybe 40 seconds with them, and you've got to pay to have something signed, and you've got no idea what to say to them that you haven't heard before. But oh, that's got to go up there. How am I going to do this now? That's not going to work either. You're getting all the wet bits. There she is. You see that all right? It's probably pinging off the ring light, but that's fantastic. Oh! There's a letter, isn't there? To explain this. There's images in here, there's pictures of me. What the hell? There's me. I'm sure you can tell. Looking, that's it. That is in Ye Hole in the Wall in town, Liverpool. One of my favourite boozers. Actually, I don't get to at all these days. There's me. The kicking sheep or kicking donkey in is it Ormskirk? I can't remember where it is now. Yeah, I'm never one to hide behind a bushel. I'm right in front of the bushels right there. Wow. So what's this then? Am I meant to read this out on camera? Hey Kilty, when I saw that Adrienne Barbeau, some people say Adrienne, John Carter says Adrienne, I've always said Adrienne, give it more an exotic quality. When I saw that Adrienne Barbeau was going to be at this Comic Con that I was going to, I just knew getting an autograph for your birthday would be something great that I could add to the 6th Transatlantic Treasure Trove. The night before the event, I found some pics of you online and picked out some I thought you'd approve of. Then I printed them out to take with me, so Mrs. Barbeau could see who the autograph was for. So she's seen me. Oh my god! Oh my god! When I got there were lots of pics of her to choose from different movies. I mean, there is Swamp Thing where she does, yeah, they are out. And I'd be even swampier than I am right now at the very thought of that. Lots of pics of her to choose from different movies, and I was unsure which, but I settled on one from the fog. You made the right call there. That's Maggie in Escape from New York, and she brings up Snake's gun, and yeah, in that big pinky purple gypsy dress of hers, and the cleavage is everything Hammer wanted but never got, because she had the best. I settled on one from the fog. I told her I was getting this for a great friend of mine who lives over in the UK, not too far from Liverpool, and that I was getting this because his birthday is in June, and that he was a really big fan of her and her movies. Ooh, I'm getting all bashful now. I then pulled out the pics that I had printed out the night before and laid them in front of her to see. I perhaps shouldn't read the rest. Her response was probably throwing up all over the place. She smiled and stared at the pics closely and then said, "He looks very familiar." Then I went into telling her about your great YouTube channel and how you'd done countless videos on your love for Escape from New York and the fog. I also did a video where I dressed up as Adrienne Barbeau, as Stevie Wayne, and did the voice, and I had everything under this roof. I'd put under the red sweater to give me something similar to her amazing, bountiful top bits. She asked what she could write on the pic, and I said that she could put whatever she wanted, but to add KILT-MAN on there somewhere. Oh yeah, and I told her you had a big picture of her hanging on your wall. I do. I have several pictures of her, and now I've got another one, and it's the first thing you know the one I mean. It is Maggie. It's a great big glossy fantastic picture. When you come across the drawbridge, and we raise the portcullis if you're lucky. Some people we have to make squeeze through, the big wooden slats and the big iron spikes and stuff, and they have to come through. We vet them, obviously, frisk them, and they come through into the house. The first thing they're going to see is Adrienne Barbeau as Maggie. It is true. It's still there. So you see what she wrote, and when she was done, I thanked her, and that was that. Later, when I got home, I wanted to add some info on the back of that about where and when it had been autographed. But instead of using an ink pen, stupid me used a marker, and sadly, and to my horror, it was bleeding through on the other side. Luckily, we all make these mistakes. Luckily, I had wrote up in the top corner, opposite the side side she was on in reverse. But it still upset me. So sorry about that. My luck is like your luck. Yeah, bad. Timing is everything. I've got none of it. I'll never put a marker on the back of an autograph picture again. So I got the autograph, I framed it, packed it up with the rest of the birthday gifts, and got ready to mail off. May the 30th, 2026. May the 30th he did this. And he saw the picture of Quint. Anyway, I delivered the mail. Oh, I mailed the package. I made up my own version there. Cheers, my friend, Halloween Rock. I've never seen Quint look so happy. He's had a few bottles of apricot brandy there, by the looks of things. Oh, look again. He's a great little artist, is H-Rock. Wish I could draw like that. And they're the pics God alone knows what she thought. Oh, he looks familiar. I'm wearing Snake Plissken's top. I'm really slow on the uptake, aren't I? It's hot, folks. I'm wearing Plissken's top, Plissken's shirt there. He looks familiar. That is great, that. I'm right tickled by that, I am. Oh, suddenly I'm from Yorkshire. I'm right tickled by that, I am. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, this is a t-shirt. This is a t-shirt. And there's our little cluesies. This t-shirt has 6 monsters on it. 6 monsters on it from 6 different films. 3 are from a father, and the other 3 are from the son. Horror Legends. A father and a son. Well, Lon Chaney Sr., Lon Chaney Jr. And what is it? 3 are from a father and 3 from the son. 3 from the father, Lon Chaney Sr., Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, what got it? Oh, London After Midnight. Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? And Lon Chaney Jr., that's if I'm right. Lon Chaney Jr., the Wolfman. Ooh, now he's played Frankenstein's monster. He's played the son of Dracula. He's played the Mummy. He's played everything, really. Let's get it out. Oh, I may have to stop using the trying to go in via the sellotaped regions of these packages because you can't get through it. Okay. Wow, the temperature's rising, folks. Rises. Now, I've got to make a huge apology. I've been sent a lot of t-shirts of late, and I have thousands and thousands of t-shirts. This heat, I can't wear a t-shirt. It's too constricting. I have to have literally no sleevage. But I do wear these t-shirts once the weather slackens off a bit. So let's see if I'm right. Look at that. So, it is Hunchback of Notre Dame. It is Phantom of the Opera. It is London After Midnight. Oh, God, that's wonderful, that. The Wolfman. The Mummy. Carice. And, hang on, who's the other? Oh, and obviously the monster from Ghost of Frankenstein. And we have the official Chaney estate, or Chaney Entertainment. So a lot of you get the masks from Trick or Treat Studios with Lon Chaney, any of the Lon Chaney father or son characters. You'll get that on the label as well. Oh, that's a beauty, mate. That's an absolute beauty. You know, you don't get anyone like this now. Makeup supremos that are willing to put themselves through that kind of grief all the time. Oh, you've got Doug Jones and you've got Doug Bradley. A lot of Dougs involved in this who don't mind having latex appliances and prosthetics put on their faces. There's a weirdly nice smell about this. Ah, that's unusual, that. I can't even say what it smells like. It smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. That's me infected now, isn't it? Look at that, though. Does this glow in the dark? Oh, there's a slogan on it. It does say, the first family of horror, Chaney. Oh, that's outstanding, that, mate. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Oh, well. Don't want to crease things up. We have, now, only because I know that there's VHS things. They're VHS. Beating the crap out of it. There are 3 items in here from 3 movies. Below is some lines from one of the movies. First guy, do we run or fight? Second guy, we don't have a choice now. That could be anything, couldn't it? Do we run or fight? Second guy, we don't have a choice now. Do we run or fight? Do we? Why am I thinking of Russell Crowe in Romper Stomper? We stop running now. This is where we stand and fight. That's the worst Kiwi accent I've ever done. Now I know what it is. It's missing in action. It is Braddock. Well, they've gone back into Vietnam to go and get the POWs. You know the story. And M.M. Walsh, who's brilliant. You know, they fucked up and they caused a bit of noise. So a patrol now knows they're there. So M.M. Walsh says, like, do we run or fight? Second guy is Chuck Norris, Braddock. We don't have a choice now, do we? Because Chuck Norris' mouth never moves. His lips are completely immobile. Well, I could be wrong. I think that kind of line fits anything, really. A lot of action movies. I can't get into it. Cheers, Joel. Cheers, H. There's a barmaid in the cask called Helen that we call her H, because H is sometimes just easy to do so. And many's the time that I've got, 2 large grouse please, H Rock. Oh, she was, what? Just 2 large grouse, what's up with you? And by the way, H, you rock. Oh, hang on, so there's 3 things in here, isn't there? Oh, I wish I had some bevies. I really do right now. Oh, and they're wrapped up as well. So you can't. Oh, it's a bag. You can't see the spines are the other way, so. Oh, and I didn't think of that. It's actually all 3 Braddock movies. Braddock, missing action 3. He goes to get his family back. That's not the best. A lot of action in it, but it's not the best Braddock movie. However, this one, missing in action 2, the beginning. Oh, these are the MGM, yeah, the MGM boxes. See, in the UK, these boxes were out of big hard plastic, and it took a while. You had to like really prise them open, but it was that silver look. But this one was made first, and then he made Missing in Action. But Missing in Action was the one that was a big success. So they released that afterwards to cash in and renamed it Missing in Action 2: The Beginning, when that was the actual first movie. But he has a massive fucking fight with it. Soon Tech O, who's in lots of movies playing an Oriental bad guy, but he's a bastard. People get burnt alive in this movie, flamethrowered and all that, like, and tortured. In Vietnam, the price of freedom can be death. Chuck Norris is ready to pay. He escaped from a Vietnamese prison once. Now he's going back. This, of course, is the first, well, the first official one in the series, when it's actually that one, Missing in Action. There he is, Braddock, M60, got a K-bar knife somewhere there. Now, when Chuck Norris died, only a scant few months ago, and that destroyed me as well. He's not dead. We know he's not dead. We've all died. He's living on. In fact, we all died. He just hasn't told us yet. Oh, is this a gatefold? Is this a gatefold video? Oh, they open like that. See these American cassettes, and a lot of different labels have different ways of distributing and releasing and presenting their cassettes. That's lovely. Does the other one do that as well? Yeah, it does. It does, yeah. So again, to prove they're official cassettes as well. Now, obviously, this one came out later, and it's just like a slip cover, but it is official. I can't play them anyway, but that's not the point. Now, when Chuck Norris died, I went into a season of tribute videos for Chuck Norris, and I did several, but this Missing in Action was something I really wanted to do, and Invasion USA, and I think I did do Code of Silence. And anyway, H-Rock said, oh, hold fire, hey, pardon the pun, hold fire on Missing in Action. I'm going to send you something to do with that, which you can have in the background. Well, boom, literally, boom. Are we going to put? Oh yeah. We're not obscuring Adrienne Barbeau, as if anybody could. Wow. Oh mate, that's fabulous. And that, you know, because now I can carry on with the Chuck Norris stuff. That's brilliant. Braddock kicks ass, and they are great movies. Well, I'd say the first two are brilliant. I've not seen Braddock, you know, the third one, for a long time, so I might have a different opinion of that now. And that's the great thing about coming back to movies, you know, in this case decades later. And it's always where there's another t-shirt here. In fact, I think there's looks like a t-shirt shaped thing there as well. Right. Oh, that's slightly opened. Probably customs have been delving their little nefarious fingers in the pie. This t-shirt has one monster on it, but it covers two films. Here's a line from one of the films. Quote, "I've got to experiment further. He's only a few days old, remember. So far he's been kept in complete darkness. Wait till I bring him into the light." Oh yeah, I have got it somewhere, but that's got to be Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein. That's Colin Clive as Dr. Frankenstein, with Boris Karloff obviously as the monster. Unless I've got it completely wrong. Hang on. Yeah, it's only one t-shirt. God, it felt like more. So I'm going with Boris Karloff as the monster, and well, I just saw something green and it said monster. No, it didn't say monster, so it says Frankenstein. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's almost like a famous Monsters of Filmland sort of cover with a magazine. Look at that. Multiple visions of Boris Karloff, the great Boris Karloff, or Pratt as his real name was, but you change that, wouldn't you, obviously. But Karloff is fantastic. It's got this quasi Eastern European sort of like Count Karloff, you know, it has got that sort of style to it. And of course he found his niche playing monsters, villains, and just a horror character across the board. Look at that. Look at the face. Look at the side glance. No friend. Is that the windmill? It is the windmill. See the bottom there? Can you see that? It's the iconic windmill on fire, ablaze at the end of Frankenstein, the original 1931 Frankenstein. And of course he would come back, he would take out Una O'Connor's husband, who falls into the remnants, and it's like a deep well beneath the what's it called? The windmill. and she thinks she's pulling up her husband again, like, and it's not her husband, it's the monster, and she just goes, because she's there for comedy relief. A great actress, but bloody annoying in films because she's meant to be playing an annoying character. So we're still at the Fog playing, haven't we? Oh, what the hell. Another brilliant t-shirt there. Oh. Is this more? More VHS? More VHS? Okay. You have the manners of a goat and you smell like a dung heap. And you've no knowledge whatsoever of your potential. Now, get out! You have the manners of a goat and you smell like a dung heap. And I'm meant to be Spanish, but I'm also Egyptian. It's Juan Ramirez, blah, 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 blah. Vasquez, blah, 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 whatever his name. It's Highlander. That's gotta be Highlander. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. We're in the boat. You stupid Spanish peacock. I was going to put the music on now, but I could be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. That's definitely Sean Connery. You have the manners of a goat, and you smell like a dung heap, and you have no knowledge whatsoever of your potential. Now, get out! And send me this money penny. Well, oh God, don't tell me. Is it Highlander, Highlander 2? Because there's two things in here. By the way, I love bags. We always need bags. Oh, there's a book. Oh, it's not a, oh, it is a book. It is a book. And it's a book I've got. A Kind of Magic by Jonathan Melville, the making original Highlander. It's actually, I do have this. That is a great book, actually. It interviews basically everybody involved in the movie who's not one of the stars. So all the extras, all the grips and all the stuntmen and all that, and where they filmed it and all this. So it's their memories, and it actually works very, very well. And we do have the original American VHS, a sci-fi action fucking hell, get me teeth back, God. A sci-fi action adventure featuring a dazzling array of special effects, starring Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. Yeah. That's. And I'm not wearing the appropriate kilt. So there you go, that's the original VHS. These, as I've said many times, I can't play them, but that doesn't matter. Most people can't play these things now, but they've become collector's items, and they're great to have in the background. I obviously cover a lot of movies, and I always put, whatever I've got from the film, I'll put it there. If I've got the novelisation, it'll be there. I've got the original vinyl soundtrack score, I'll put that there. Well, often. The canvases, I'll put them there. A mask, I'll put that there. But I'll put every release of the film, sometimes, in the background. But everyone's got the Blu-ray and the 4K now, but they haven't all got these, have they? And these really are eye-catching and striking. And they're also in a world now where Sony aren't going to release any more video games on physical media, and we know that they've been stopping doing any kind of releases on their home video for a long, long time. Other labels are following suit. That's the way it's going. But these are testament. These are historical artifacts now, and they look and feel brilliant. You can't play them. They get mangled up when they do anyway. You've got rolling noise bars and all that kind of crap. And you crinkle. You've got to rewind and put, and they're a pain in the arse. But they're wonderful keepsakes and pieces of memory. Nostalgia blankets, folks. And there it is. And it's not a bad image. It kind of gives nothing away, does it, about the movie, that. And of course, that was Highlander all over. Highlander, they really didn't know how to market that movie at all. Put that there. You see that? Yeah, it's there. Oh, no, I can't do that. I've covered up Kentucky. So let's put it there, maybe. We haven't covered up Adrienne, have we? No, we haven't. Right, what do we do? Oh, it's another t-shirt. Kick-ass t-shirt. You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You'll fire your musket, but I'll run you through. I'm Maiden. I told you we were going to get onto this. Oh God, it's the trooper. He was on top of the box, wasn't he? The Crimean War, the Siege of Sebastopol, 1854, October 25th, I think it was. Raglan and Cardigan, and these are the leaders of the British forces. On that same battle, you had the 93rd Sutherland Highlanders, who repelled Russian heavy cavalry, beat them, and it became known as the Thin Red Line, and they were kilted. Their great big fucking busbies on them and all that, and they fought like bastards and drove back the heavy Russian cavalry. A fuck up in the line of command and orders were given, and suddenly the Light Brigade were ordered, right, charge. What? that way. At what? At what? Our redoubts have been taken by the Ottoman forces and the French, who were all allies at the time, like against the Russians. We took those. So why are we going down that valley? But he just pointed that way, charge that way. So they did, knowing that at the end of that valley were heavy Russian artillery, and they were flanked on both sides by Russian rifles and muskets and other artillery on either side, and they charged their doom. And of course the song from Iron Maiden, come on. It's off the fourth studio album, Peace of Mind. Why can't I find anything? Peace of Mind. So we've got the Trooper here. So I'm presuming that is a t-shirt of the Trooper, which is the famous picture of Eddie. Oh, hold on. Here he is. Here he is. Astrodine sent that a while ago. It's like you guys are working in cahoots. You guys are all working together. I grew up with the history of the Crimean War and Waterloo and various other European conflicts, because my dad, big Kilt Papa, military historian and all that, he indoctrinated me into the whole thing, and I rebelled and got into American history, which he hated because he said Americans haven't got history. So the American Civil War, War of Independence, we all know about how much I love the Indian Wars. That sounds a really bad terminology, but and now the Vietnam War and Korea and Americans' involvement in First World War and World War II, and then obviously everything that's happened ever since. I mean, Dad was having none of it. No, bloody rubbish. However, I've told you before, he did meet some American veterans, and he was enthralled. 82nd Airborne, and they were, and CBs, and he was just blown away by their stories and their exploits, and all their vast array of medals, which they proudly wore for his benefit. So, are we talking Eddie on the charge? Is it Eddie on the charge? Oh, I didn't put the fucking music on, did I? I found it, I forgot to press play. Look at that. Ah, so, in the annals of rock, pop, imagery, that is one of the best ever created. I forgot the guy who wrote it, who designed it and did the artwork now. I forgot who that is. But my God. And I have a red tunic from the Zulu Wars. I have a red tunic from the Zulu Wars. Not this particular war. But he's there, he's got his sabre in one hand, he's got the battered Union Jack in the other. But Eddie's still coming on. And he's, got his boots on as well. Die with your boots on. I know, folks, I've said many times that I'm not into rock music at all, but I love Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson's voice is just phenomenal, and their music is outstanding. You can hear and understand what he's singing about, and they tell stories which mean a lot to me. Their battles, their war, their heroism, and a lot of horror stuff as well. Like, I know a lot of rock music's horror based, but theirs is better. Oh, I hope we don't get the copyright gods put the kibosh on this. I'd have to put it all back in and wrap it all up again and do the whole thing all over again. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling a bit... I don't want to turn that off, but gotta be careful, Okay, there's something smaller here. A yellow thing. Here's another wolf item to wear along with the wolf ring. Oh yeah, wolf rings over there. And the wolf belt buckle, which is over there. And all the other wolf werewolf stuff that you have. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a wolf necklace, I'm presuming. Oh, I've got to be careful with my neck at the moment. I used old razors, and I'm not going to point it out, but you can probably see I've caused a bloody big rash on my throat, and the heat's not helping. It's all wolfy chops. Look at that. That's a beaut. That it's very shiny. I will definitely wear that. Defo wear that. Yep. Yeah, wolf emblems, wolf iconography. I adore. This is very green. Here's another action figure for you, brother. But when I say action, I mean action like action hero, and there's a picture of a guy going like, oh God, have I broken that? Are we going Chuck Norris? Is it still Chuck Norris? Is it? Or is it Rambo? Whoever it is, they could probably get through the bubble wrap in a nap just by looking at it. Just burn through with their sinister stare, and I can't get into it at all. Oh God, I can't get into it. If nothing else you take away from this video, it'll be high noon. Oh, well, I don't know who that is then, because that doesn't look like anybody I know. Oh, it is Chuck Norris, and thankfully he's told me. 1986, Karate Con Chuck Norris. It is Chuck Norris, but I would not have recognised. Oh yeah, you would. Yes, you would. It's Chuck. It's the Chuckster. And oh, does this have kind of movements? It kind of felt like you press a button and it goes like ah. It's the Chuckster. He never was that pumped up. He got honed and toned for a little while, but then he went like, I don't need showboating muscles. I can kick your head into Uranus. I meant the planet. You know, without having to bench press a couple of T-Rexes, which of course he could do anyway. He didn't have to look pumped up. Didn't need to. Okay. Yeah, I think we're almost done. There's a couple of things left, but that's a book. Here's another book, Kilty. Here's another book for a Kilty. If you haven't read it already, I think you will enjoy it. Cheers to our fallen heroes. Okay, that's going to be that's wartime exploits. That's someone's memoirs. I'm going to go along with, unless it's an overview of a regiment or something. Okay. It's Chuck Norris. Oh, why the hell am I playing this? I've got Chuck Norris stuff. Oh, come on. In fact, now let's go for a missing in action. Should have done this earlier, shouldn't I? Chuck Norris Against the Odds. I have not got this. I have not got this book. So what is this? God has plans for you. Yeah. You know, but God has plans for you, Chuck Norris. But if you want to make your own plans up, God doesn't mind. God won't argue with you. There's the young Chuck. And when I opened the package up, I saw that first and I thought, is that Eisenhower? That's a young man. Against all odds. It says for Nicky, from Nicky, December 2004, does that say? I don't know. So, a wake-up call, mixed motivators, life in a bottle, a mother's love, life choices, cracking the egg of insecurity, karate kick-off, becoming a champion, when warriors collide, humble spirit, warrior's heart, material wins, emotional losses. Oh God, there's a lot in this book. True friends, Hollywood stars and other high-profile students, power under control, fair step is the toughest, close calls, make a wish, the amazing Gracies, that says, yeah, an unexpected advocate, dangerous moves, a sin that became a blessing, Walker, Texas Ranger, the total Jim story, soulmates, diamonds in the rough, miracle babies, spiritual surprises, the president's man, God has plans for you. When was this published? 2004. Yeah. Oh man. There is the man. No, I'm doing that again. I love the way this comes in here. Listen, listen, listen. It just comes in. Boom, dun, dun. Oh man, yeah. Look at that smile. I love the guy. He wasn't a young man when he went, but you know. We have another t-shirt. How many have we had so far? We're sticking with Chuck, because this could be Chuck. Oh, hang on. There's a note on it. Forgot to read it. This t-shirt has one monster on it from one movie. Here's the lines. Fair sky. Says, pretty little thing in her way, wasn't she? Second guy, oh, it's ripped. I think I've just done that. I hope her bones are firm. That is Fritz, Dwight Fry to Ernest Thesiger as Dr. Pretorius in The Bride of Frankenstein, 1933. I think. Pretty little thing in her way, wasn't she? Oh, I think I'm right. Oh, no. Ah, come on. Did these all come from the same place? My nose is probably turning blue or something. Bride of Frankenstein. Gotta be Bride of Frankenstein. Oh yeah, there it is. Elsa Lanchester. The Bride of Frankenstein. No, it's pronounced Frankenstein. Look, oh, and she was an adorable beauty. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fantastic. Well, and who's done this then? It won't be Cheney, will it? Universal Studios Monsters. I love these official labels, they're fantastic. Does that glow in the dark? I don't know. That's wonderful stuff. That hairdo. I'm sure we've all been to parties, certainly in the 80s, I'd say the 80s, late 80s and early 90s, a lot of goth girls were doing that hairdo. They probably all we still do it today, just don't go to parties like that these days. And alarmingly, not the sort of curly, because hers is, it's kind of like afro the way her hair is done, but like pure goth girls, and they've shot the hair up like a torpedo coming out the back of their head, or it's crashed into the back of their head, and they got the blonde streaks in it. Fantastic. And one of the great things, Caroline Munro, her tenure in Last the Horror Film and in 321. I did it! 3, 2, 1. Fucked it up then. From Ted Rogers and Dusty Bin, the quiz show. She had blonde streaks inside of her hair, and that was clearly well, it was the 80s, so obviously there had a lot of highlights and stuff. I did the same, and even Mel Gibson, Mad Max 2, has the little blonde streak there. But yeah, it was the done thing. Highlights, more highlights, blonde streaks, big blonde wedges, two-tone hair, blonde one side, black the other side. I've done all that myself. So anyway, that's great. And oh, hang on. No, that's a wristband. He said there'd be a necklace and a wristband in here. Oh, I was supposed to say here, hey mate, I got you another wristband, which I'm not. I've been wearing wristbands all the time, as you can tell by the tan stops and the wristband marks are there. And why not? I took them off. I was out before wearing them. Oh, maybe because I knew this was coming. There you go. Got you another wristband. Why? Because this one screams Kilt-Man. A lot of things scream Kilt-Man. Usually as I'm running away. Hell man, bring it back. You haven't paid for that bottle of whiskey. Oh, and I'm not wearing that kilt either. That is the Stuart Black. Oh, that is gorgeous. That's one of my favourite tartans. I'm wearing, in case anyone is interested, I'm wearing the Anderson. I have two Anderson tartans. One it's the same, but it's just a lot darker. But I prefer this one, which is lighter and it's just more sort of vivid and punchy. But I do wear the Stuart Black. I've got 12 different Stuart tartans, and the Stuart Black is an absolute favourite of mine. All the big events that I've been to in the last, and that would include funerals, my son's graduation, lots of do's and weddings and things. I've worn that. I think it looks a lot more formal. And I wear the shoulder plaid fly that matches in the sock flashes. And now I know the Argyle or the Bonnie Prince Charlie jacket. But I could wear that as well. Oh, that's going on right now. That's a beauty, that, mate. Ooh, it may have to be a bit shaped. Here's where we discover that Kilty's wrists have swollen in the heat. That's Lone Wolf McQuaid. It does sound like Once Upon a Time in the West, doesn't it? There you go. There you go, brother. Yeah. Adrienne, are you looking? That's fantastic. Is that another cassette? We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come upon creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth. That is Dr. Medford in Them, the giant ant movie Them. Well, I know that. I've done a commentary for it. I've reviewed it. I've reviewed all these movies. Well, obviously I've yet to review the Missing in Action series, but that. So it's just the US version of Them. I don't even know how it would look. Yep. Oh yeah, Warner Brothers. A horde so horrifying no word could describe them. Oh, it misses off the exclamation mark. That's unusual, that. The sci-fi classic of the atomic age, it's them with an exclamation mark. And you got James Arness is in this as well. He's in The Thing from the World, and he plays an FBI agent in this. All 7 feet, fucking 10 feet, 12 feet. He gets bigger with each movie of him. And that's got a lovely apocalyptic image, looking down a highway. There's clearly smoke, almost like a nuclear strike in the background, and you've got the legs of a giant ant, and they're heading down the highway. It kind of looks like Close Encounters, but with without the light at the end. It's apocryphal. Wow. Oh, that's a beauty as well. What about the remake of Them? Delta Force. What's the composer's name? Oh no, I forgot the composer's name. done loads of movies, and he did Werewolf by Night. Michael Giacchino, he's meant to be remaking this. I've done videos on his waffle about undoing it. I love the movie when I was a kid, and it's so prescient and it can mean so much now in today's world. Today's effects can do things they couldn't do back then, and that was years ago, and fuck all has happened ever since. Fuck all. And it's a film that I don't mind that being remade, because you could show the things which they couldn't do. You could show Starship Trooper style, you know, the army getting taken down by hordes of fast moving ants, you know, because they're lumbering and slow in this. Although that's more realistic. That's why you don't have giant ants in reality, giant ants and giant spiders, because the gravity would be too much for them. They wouldn't be able to move, they'd be sluggish, and their own density would crush them. So the scientists say. I'm not going to go ahead of it. I'm going to put that there. What a little array of VHS. And I was the man that bought Beta. Beta was better. And I've still got a lot of Betamax tapes, but they're still gorgeous, aren't they? And we have... Is that another... Oh, it's a book. That's a book, I think. But bullets run out, and those bloody spears don't. That's Zulu Dawn. There's the canvas for Zulu Dawn is right there, right behind you guys. That's Zulu Dawn. I'm going to get that canvas down. We talked about the Crimea. We talked about... Oh, do you know what? I can't get it down. Do you know why? Because behind you guys is the big kitchen table, and there's tons of stuff on the kitchen table, and the wire for the ring light is there. I can't get it, folks. Just take my word for it. You've seen it before. Zulu Dawn is there, the poster. But bullets run out. Those bloody spears don't. That's the fragile, woefully stretched out too far across, you know, several miles worth of front line to approach the oncoming 20 to 22,000 Zulu warriors. It's going to be zombies then. The Zulu warriors, the impi was coming at them, but of course they're facing the head of the buffalo. The horns have already encircled you, and that's the trap that the Zulu strategy always won. And the British didn't think about that, did they? And they were annihilated. Oh, that red tunic I'm talking about, mine's from the Zulu Wars. Oh, hang on, no, it's not a book. It is. It's the US VHS of Zulu Dawn. I have still got the UK Betamax version of this, but I haven't got that. It's way different. Look at the font. The font's the same, but the colours are different. Pinky, weird. There, Lancaster. John Mills as Sir Bartle Frere, who's barely in the movie. Peter O'Toole as Lord Chelmsford. Fucked up big time. First invasion of Zululand, and he left a huge contingent of British redcoats at Isandlwana, on the slopes of Isandlwana, left them while the main column moved on, searching for the elusive impi. The impi, the Zulu army, was hiding just over the hill, just in the valley, just there, right next door. Didn't know. They marched off, leaving these guys to their deaths. Every single redcoat was killed. Not one single British soldier who wore red survived. You had several guys who wore blue or black patrol jackets. They escaped. They had to fight their way out, but the Zulus wouldn't pursue them because King Cetshwayo, who was the leader of the Zulu army, the Zulu nation, and said, just don't. Anyone who's not wearing red, don't worry about them. They're civilians. He knew what was happening. He knew that there'd be people there who were journalists and reporters and naval tacticians. Why was the Navy there? Because they were testing optics, binoculars and telescopes, and also guns which could be used, you know, for navies. So those guys were wearing blue or black, and they got away. Well, some of them got away with it, not everyone, obviously. But every single redcoat fought valiantly, and that is historical record. The Zulus all said exactly. Cetshwayo said that they fought back so valiantly. They deformed, you know, pulling themselves in tight groups like squares, like you see in the old Bibles, in the calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo. That's what they would do. And they banded together, had individual last stands, run out of ammunition, and the Martini Henry would overheat. Martini Henry, you say, Kilt-Man? I do indeed. Shove your box around, and then eject around, another one goes in. Overheating. And there was a partial eclipse during the day, turning the entire battlefield into this ochre tinted hellscape. And also with the haze from the gun smoke, the British ranks couldn't even see what was happening, and the Zulus kept on coming, and because they were stretched out so far, your bugler boys and your orderlies and whoever else was being ordered to go and get ammunition and bring it back was taking too long, and the ammunition boxes, well, the myth is that they couldn't open the boxes. They could, but it still took time. You had screwdrivers and all that. In the end, they were breaking these things up, just throwing them on the ground and smashing them open, and they with bayonets and stuff like. But because I'm a Chuck Norris there. So if you run out of ammunition, so they put the bayonets on and use the bayonets, to start stabbing the Zulus. But the Zulus learned to throw just any dead body onto the bayonets. It snapped the bayonets off the Martini Henry. So then the soldiers would turn them around and use them as clubs and use them as batons and knocking, just hitting. And then they'd get wrenched from their hands. So they'd stand back to back and drew their pen knives and fought. They never gave in. And the Zulus were just like, Setsuei said, I've never seen anything like this. Though he said those red soldiers at Isandlwana, those red soldiers thrust an assegai into the heart of the Zulu nation. Assegai's a spear, that's their spears. Oh God, I should be playing the music now, shouldn't I? Because I have the music to that as well. Well, we've covered some ground here and we're almost done by the looks of things. Elmer Bernstein's electrifying score for Zulu Dawn, which is coming out in 4K in only a matter of a week's time, I think. A big lavish collector's edition. My dad supplied stuff for Zulu Dawn. We went to the premiere of Zulu Dawn. He supplied pith helmets, tunics, Martini Henry rifles, bayonets, the leather belts, ammo pouches, the boots, the trousers, everything. He supplied everything so they could copy them. He'd done it for the Bridge Too Far and for Star Wars as well. So they could copy them and mass produce them in not so much finite detail. So people in the background could be wearing these things and it would look great on camera. So they can model it on these things. Anyway, you got it all back from Zulu Dawn. You got nothing back from Star Wars. You got it all back from Bridge Too Far. You know all this, don't you? I think this is the last thing. Flip over for Movie Line. Get out of here, you're nothing but a bunch of creeps. Nothing but a bunch of creeps. That sounds Italian, doesn't it? Because it's look. Is it De Niro? Or Joe Pesci? Get out of here! You're nothing but a bunch of creeps. Nothing but a bunch of creeps. It does ring a bell. Not Joe Pesci. Maniac guy, what's his name? Joe Spinell. The last horror film with Caroline Munro and her blonde streaks. Yeah, at the start of the film, when you meet what's his name, Vinny. He wants Joe Spinell's real life mum. So you finally made your movie. He goes to Cannes. I've just reviewed this movie. Well, couple of months ago, with a big in-depth review. 1988. Filmed in 1980, came out in 81, but they filmed it during the 1980 Cannes Film Festival, and Caroline Munro is there with their lovely blonde streaks. Get out of here, you're nothing but a bunch of creeps, nothing but a bunch of creeps. He drives a cab in New York City, Vinny. Well, folks, here's part 2. My phone just shut off completely. Anybody else would just go like, well, I'll just edit that together, but I can't do that. My fucking phone just cut off there. Look, we're right at the end as well, like right at the end. I was just saying about the last horror film and Vinny, played by Joe Spinell. He's sitting in his cab outside a comic book store, and a bunch of these guys who are like, when you're making your movie, Vinny, you know, you're a big movie maker these days. And he's reading a Starburst magazine, and he says, get out of here, you're nothing but a bunch of creeps, nothing but a bunch of creeps. And that Starburst magazine has Caroline Munro, has I think Glynis Barber from Blake 7 on the cover. I had that magazine, but I don't have it anymore. The Spook Mansion nicked it, and we're still playing Zulu Dawn, folks. I apologise. The camera's never, this phone's never done that before. Okay. Well, that I don't know what that is now. That quote is definitely from the last horror film. Get out of here! You're nothing but a bunch of creeps. Nothing but a bunch of creeps. Oh. It is. And I remember that. You are yes, only hope. Attack of the Mutants on the back of the this is Starburst magazine, and lo and behold, Glynis Barber from Blake 7 and Caroline Munro as what's her name in it? I forgot her name in the movie. But there she's with her blonde streaks in the side of her hair. Oh, I've been thrown now completely because there she is. I mean, that's a really bad 80s style bloody, dress, costume thing. Now, if I remember rightly, the film hadn't come out yet at this stage. This is only being, sort of touted. I had this magazine and I loved it. And you see Vinny, Joe Spinell, with this magazine, sitting in his cab, reading it, avidly reading it. Because Janet Bates, her name is Janet Bates. He's in love with Janet Bates. He's obsessed with it. So he wants to make a movie with Janet Bates. Oh, I can't believe that's cut off. That so hasn't happened before. So he's obsessed over her, and he will follow her to Cannes, and he will pursue her, stalk her, kidnap her, make a movie. But people are getting killed left, right, and centre, and you're meant to think it's him doing it, but it's not him doing it. Tales from the Crypt, Arthur Grimsdyke. Yeah, fantastic. But you have no heart, Joan Collins. And there's Blake 7, Paul Darrow, Avon. He's died. Was that a while ago? Can't remember now. The lovely Glynis Barber though, there she is. Of course, from Dempsey and Makepeace. And she married her co-star, Michael Brandon. Jammy bastard. Oh! The Final Conflict. Tying in, of course, with the sad demise of Sam Neill. Oh my god. So that's a review. Oh, Michael Caine with The Hand. Oliver Stone. Yeah. Oh, I need a bit of... If only I knew how to... This system, I had an app on it which I could edit videos together. I wasn't very good at it, but I could do it. I don't have that on this now. Oh, can't believe that bloody thing cut off. The art of Excalibur. So this all feels like such a Escape from New York, of course, and this is a review of it as well by Phil Edwards. Escape from New York. Yeah, and I don't need to talk too much about that, obviously. Frank Doubleday as Ramiro. I mean, look at his face there. And in the previous video, we talked about Elsa Lanchester and her fright wig from hell as the Bride of Frankenstein. Wow, and he's got the same hairdo. His hair's better though. The Stepford Wives. Yeah. Oh god. See, this is the magazine, Quest for Fire. There's a film which I'll be reviewing as well, Quest of Fire, Ray Dawn Chong, Everett McGill, Ron Perlman. A great sort of dawn of time movie. I mean, realistic-ish, you know, we weren't there, were we? James Fan, oh my god, where is it now? Just lost it. James Farentino in Dead and Buried. I reviewed that, loved that movie, did a big review of that. So what a great, you know, period that was. You had The Howling coming out, you had American Werewolf just been out, or was about to come out, Final Conflict obviously. Tales from the Crypt was obviously, it's a retro review of that, like the last horror film, of course. Ah, folks, I can't believe that happened. I truly can't believe it happened. So let's just run through again, because we're in a whole new video now. Missing in Action 1, 2 and 3, all on American VHS. The classic giant ant movie, Them, on vintage VHS. Highlander, on vintage VHS. Adrienne Barbeau writing to me, KILT-MAN, courtesy of course, Halloween Rock. The Thing from the World, Laserdisc. What else have we got? A Wolf Pendant. The Stuart Black Tartan Wristband. Zulu Dawn on American VHS. We have books, we have t-shirts, we have all sorts. And I think because that box was cursed coming over to the UK, the curse has lingered, it's gone on, it's actually gone on. Hard to believe, isn't it? Hard to believe. But H-Rock, man, you rock, you are sensational. Your perseverance and your endeavour to find these things, to go out of your way to go and find these things, is humbling. And to pack them up and to write these little notes and these little clues, it's outstanding, mate. It's outstanding. And I'm just so annoyed. I shouldn't be surprised. This box has had so many issues getting from H-Rock, coming across the great big pond and getting to me in the UK. There's been so many stumbling blocks and issues that this wasn't going to go swimmingly. This wasn't going to work, you know, smoothly. Of course it wasn't. Dear Lord. That's the Zulus charging down now. I was right in the middle of talking about Zulus, wasn't I, at the time, like when it cut off. Anyway, folks, I'm going to have to leave it there because all the momentum's gone now. But anyway, H-Rock, that's outstanding. It got here and it is brilliant. T-shirts are plenty, books, tons of movies. There's a Chuck Norris action figure there. Adrienne Barbeau is there, let's not forget her. And to regain the mag which the mansion spook nicked from me. The thing is, I think I'd shown this mag in a previous video as well. I've got lots of old Starbursts and this was definitely one of them that I showed. And then when I needed it for that review, it had gone, completely gone. And the thing is, it's in, that mag is in the movie as well. Brilliant. I've got to say, this copy is in better nick than the one I had. Mine, I think, was a bit loose on the staples. I think a page was coming out, you know. Sweet Caroline. Ah, folks, I have been and always shall be KILT-MAN. So, in the meantime, when it's ever like stuff happens, does it not, in between time, please keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. I'm going to see you all leaders, and my God, I am sweating now. It's like me and Braddock are in Vietnam right now, sweating cobs. When he's tooled up, he's got a K-bar and M60. I've got the dregs of a cup of water. Anyway, right, take it easy, and I'm going to see you all So this is going to be 2 videos with a little tacked on ending. That's really naff, isn't it? Don't know why my phone did that. It said it's an update, but it stopped the recording to tell me there was an update. Technology. I hate it, I hate it.